Yay! Hello, everybody. My name is Coach Karen. I'm the owner of Kaia FIT Sierra, and I am so excited to introduce Pamela Zimmer here. She is absolutely amazing. I could not be more ecstatic about the rapid DNA drops that she's going to be talking about and really kind of walking us through what they mean. And really, I think the best thing when it comes to supplements is knowing that we have options. So at Kaia FIT Sierra, obviously we have other products that are for sale, and we've had amazing success with those products too. But who doesn't want options? And especially when we have different goals, different bodies, different lives, really important to offer everything on the table that is absolutely possible. And I know I've had a positive experience trying these supplements so far, so I cannot wait to share them with all of you, of course. So Pamela, take it away.
Yes, awesome. Well, thank you, Karen, and hello to all the Kaia girls. Thanks for taking the time to learn about these rapid DNA drops. I am just going to share my screen real quick because I just want to dive right in. And let's talk about a little bit just the technology and innovation when it comes to supplements. Karen, you mentioned that you like to have options. It's good to have options. And I think this is something that is, it's notable and it's important to note because supplementation has come a long ways. We all know that our soil wasn't or isn't what it used to be 40 or 100 years ago, right? So we all kind of are on the same page of understanding that supplements are necessary to help us get the nutrition that our bodies need and require. And, you know, we started with these powders and they were messy and you had to mix them and they probably didn't taste very well. And then we had these liquids and those were a little bit better in terms of absorbability. But sometimes they didn't taste very well. They're inconvenient. You know, you have to worry about refrigeration sometimes. And then of course we had all these pills and capsules, and that was the first phase of sort of this convenience factor, because we're definitely more of an on-the-go society than we were back in the day. But the thing with the pills and the capsules, which I'll get a little bit more into also, is sometimes they're just hard to swallow. They don't go down very easily. I hate taking pills. I've always been a horrible pill taker. I'm the one that, you know, I have to do one at a time and I have to sit there and concentrate and don't look at me and like, here's my glass of water. And so it takes me forever. And then we got into these juices and gels, which were a little bit more absorbable because they were already in a liquid form. But what is so cool about these APL Go drops is that you don't have to swallow a horse pill. You don't have to refrigerate a gel. You don't have to mix up a powder. They literally are little lozenge drops that you suck on. They taste like Jolly Ranchers, but they are 100% all natural. They dissolve in your mouth, so they absorb into your mucous membranes, and it's up to 99% absorption because it goes right into your blood cell. Absorption is a huge factor when it comes to supplements because you're only as healthy as that which you absorb. You can eat and you can consume the healthiest products, the best products, you can eat right and all of that. But if your body's not absorbing it, it's not doing you any good. And I don't know about you, but I've had that expensive urine flushing the money down the toilet when I was really had the intention of doing something good for my body, but my body just wasn't capable of absorbing it. So when we take things and they have to go through our digestive system can be slow and sluggish. And if we have a gut that isn't healthy, we're not going to absorb the nutrients that our body needs and requires. So think about this. If you have someone that has gut issues and you give them something to take for their gut that has to go through their gut issue isn't going to go away because their gut can't absorb the thing that you're trying to give them to help their gut. It's kind of this like backward cycle. So one of the things that's so amazing about these rapid DNA drops is they work instantly. They are instantly absorbed right into your mucous membrane. So it's that sublingual, same as when you go to the doctor and they say, put this under your tongue. It's because it's absorbed instantly, and it does go right into your bloodstream. So it bypasses the digestive system altogether. It's convenient. You don't have to refrigerate them. You throw them in your purse, your bag, your gym bag, whatever. They come in boxes like this, and they literally are just like little lozenges. So you just pop them out and you put one in your mouth and you just savor it until it's dissolved and melted. Bioavailability, that is another thing that we talk about when it comes to absorption. It's how much of a nutrient is available within your body once you absorb it. So again, it's eliminating the problem of digesting these pills or juices or gels or powders, doing something good for your body, right? You're making a good choice for your body, but again, it's not your fault, but your body may not be able to absorb it. So these are, the bioavailability factor is high in them because they just go right through your mucous membranes. So again, absorption, right? That's the key to everything. If you had a choice between taking a handful of pills and a handful of these yummy, delicious lozenges, the choice is yours. Which one would you choose? I know for me, I choose the lozenges. As I mentioned before, I don't like taking pills. I know a lot of people don't like taking pills, or they can't take pills. We have some people that just have trouble swallowing, whether they've had issues with their throat cancer or something. These are an alternative. They're great for kids as well, elderly. We've even had people dissolve them in water for their pets. So it's a really, really great alternative to some of the other options. And Karen, like you said, it's just another option, right? It's not to say pills are bad, but for some people, this is a better option. So.
Yeah, and I love the absorbability factor, because I think we talk a lot about, even at Kaia, like we talk more about poop than I think one might imagine, but it is a symbol, it is a reflection of our health, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we are literally just espousing everything that we're trying to put into our bodies to help us achieve our fitness goals or improve our health or our wellness or whatever is tied to anything related to our body, to spend the kind of money and you don't feel like you're getting the benefit of it is not worthwhile. And I love how the absorption factor, very similar to our other product with CBD tinctures, it just is right up. It doesn't have to pass through the digestive system. It really is that immediate absorption, immediate availability, and I think that's incredibly powerful. I've been super impressed by that from the start, and the convenience, because I am not a fan of carrying pills in my purse, but and I think for a number of reasons, because then I'm trying to take it and I have to find my water and I'm doing all these things. But to have something that's in my purse where I can just pop it in my mouth and I don't need anything else going on, super handy, especially since I'm always on the go and I'm always like last minute forgetting everything at home if I don't have it in my purse. So
Yes.
really helpful. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. The other thing that I wanted to talk about that makes these products different than probably anything else that you've seen that's out on the market is that we have negative ions infused right into these lozenges. So negative ions, that is nature's way of healing us. So when you're at the ocean, when you're barefoot in the grass, when you're at a waterfall, or when lightning strikes, I know we've had a lot of thunder and lightning storms this spring so far here in Reno. And that is what's creating these negative charges in the environment, and it actually heals your body. So Nikola Tesla, I know we've all heard of him. He actually was the man who discovered this negative ion technology. And what he discovered was that there are some really amazing benefits. It helps all of the systems of our body. It helps us with our energy. It helps us with our blood pressure, our breathing, our heart, our cardiovascular system, our bones, all of that. It helps us feel more calm and less stress. And I know that you are a big advocate for that in terms of your wholesome workouts at Kaia, that it's not just about strong body, but it's strong mind as well. It helps with sleep. It helps with energy. It reduces inflammation, anti-aging. Most diseases start in the gut, and most of them are, most inflammation is from that. So if we can target that, it's really going to help the whole body and the whole system. And one of the things that we've done here with our APL Go Rapid DNA drops is we've infused the negative ions into this plant DNA. And I know that it's a patented technology, but I'm not a scientist and I still don't exactly understand how they actually do it. But essentially, they've recreated this lightning strike chamber. So they extract the DNA of the botanicals and they infuse it with this negative ion technology, and then create this little candy-like molasses and beet juice substance. It's not a candy, again, we just call it a candy, a healthy candy. And that's what you're putting in your mouth. So when we talk about negative ions and positive ions are actually good for you. Positive ions are the things that cause cancer, stress, disease, and inflammation in our body. And those are the things that we get from cell phones, microwave, pollution outside. All of those things cause chaos in our body, and the negative ions help fight that. They help fight those free radicals. So not only are you getting immediate absorption because it's going through your mucous membranes direct to cell nutrition, you're also getting the added benefit of that negative ion and fighting those free radicals that are all around us right now. So again, this is just explaining a little bit more about that. The other thing that I want to say is it is actually the DNA of these botanicals. It's not the fleshy part of the plant, which oftentimes can cause allergens or stomach upset. And again, also because we're not going through the digestive system, we're bypassing this. There is no interaction with other supplements, other medications, other over-the-counters. It goes direct to cell, and plant DNA is nearly a perfect match to human DNA. We're not changing the DNA. We're not doing anything like that. But the plant DNA knows where to go. So once it gets into your bloodstream, which again is immediate, as soon as you start dissolving that lozenge in your mouth, that plant DNA goes to work and it knows where to go, and it actually can help repair your cells. It's a phenomenal technology. Again, I'm not a scientist. These are all developed by scientists and medical professionals. It's a patented technology. Accumulate SA is what the technology is called. It's just truly incredible. And I think the last thing that I want to say is just we have all kinds of certifications. It is a European-based company. We're just newer here in the United States, North America, Latin America. We're FDA registered as a whole food nutrition. We're Halal, we're Kosher, which actually gives us a certification called Beyond Organic. So it's better than buying organic in the grocery store. We have ISO certifications, which say that what we put in our product is actually in our product, so you can guarantee the quality. There's no artificial sweeteners, no added colorings or synthetic ingredients. It's 100% natural, all good for you. And that is kind of the science and the technology behind these yummy DNA drops.
And they are yummy.
They are yummy, yes.
They're like a yummy cough drop.
They are, yes. Yeah. This one in particular, this is our stop one. And this one tastes like cherry, and it does remind me of like the cherry sucrete lozenge from when I was a kid and I had a sore throat and my mom would give me this. So is there anything more that you want me to add in terms of the science or technology, or should we kind of dive into the different drops?
Yeah, I think we can dive in. I
Okay.
mean, all the drops, including even the new one that's being released.
Yes.
Like that one. We'll leave that to last, though.
We'll leave that one for last.
We'll build up the suspense.
Yes. So you have to watch till the end. So we'll just start with this one. So we have 17 different drops. We're coming out with number 18. We have 17 different drops, and they're based on the symptom or the targeting of the goal that you want to work on with your health and wellness. They work synergistically together. Some of them you can feel the effect of them right away. Others, you know that they're going to work right away, again, because they're being instantly absorbed and they're instantly effective. But you might not notice that your cholesterol is coming down per se, but it's working. So let me just go real quick through sort of the daily ones, and then we'll move into some of the other ones. So this one is STP, Stop, and it is cherry flavor, and it is for pain relief and also circulation. It helps with circulations. One thing that I will note is that all of the botanicals in each one of our drops are specifically formulated with intention. So it's not just like, oh, let's make this one cherry flavored because that's yummy. There are certain properties that each botanical possess that addresses a certain body system to help with whatever that drop symptom or target health goal is addressing. So this STP one, again, it is pain relief. It's almost like taking a Tylenol, and you can take one of these instead. And it also helps with circulation. It pairs very nicely with this one, SLD, which is inflammation, joint, and muscle support. So these two together, Kaia girls, listen up. These are your post-workout drops right here. If you're achy and sore after a workout with Coach Karen, these are the ones for you.
Yeah, instead of like, shouting my name to the heavens, like, Karen, you can just take one of these. You don't have to curse me out in your sleep.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
And then before your workout, this is the one that you want. This is GTS. This is a pre-workout drop. Tastes like pineapple. Karen, I think you have this one. What I love about this is it's energy without the jitters. You're not drinking a rock star. You're not sucking on a nasty goo. It's a delicious pineapple flavored lozenge that you get to savor literally as you're driving to the studio. You can pop it in your mouth. By the time your workout starts, you're going to have the energy to get through it. It's also great at the end of the day, or that 3 o'clock slump. If you don't want a cup of coffee, you can pop one of these in. It's not going to keep you up at night. It's just going to give you that little boost of energy.
I find that one really convenient because, as much as I love the pre-workout that we have with Aura, I always have to make sure I get the powder and I put it in the water and I drink it before a workout. And in my life, probably not shockingly, workouts just kind of happen for me. So I can't always plan everything too far in advance. And so having those drops in particular in my purse where I just need a little boost, maybe I'm about to coach 3 classes in a row, whatever it might be, I've just found to be very convenient. So because it's very inconvenient for me to carry like a powder around and try to drink it at the right time. So I just found that to be really awesome for sure.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. Keep a box of that wherever you're going to work out, and then you don't ever have to remember to mix your shake. So
in my big purse.
Big purse. Just keep a box at every studio. Yes. Yes. The next one I want to share is Relax, RLX, and you can probably assume that this one helps with calm and relaxation. It's great right before bed. Just helps calm all that mind chatter down. It's not going to knock you out, so you won't wake up groggy. It's also good during the day for anxiety and stress. We have a lot of nurses who take this with them to work because they have stressful jobs, and they use this during the day so that they can just get through their shift a little better. I use this one a lot during the day when I have the sense of an anxiety attack coming on. I'll pop one of these. Again, it doesn't put me to sleep because it's not like a melatonin. It's not habit forming, anything like that. It just literally helps calm my mind.
And I found I know when I was trying the Relax, I felt kind of like an immediate sense of calm for myself anyway. And I was like, shoot, I should find more of those. I need to get more of them. I had a few of them, and I was like, oh yeah, I really should have those on hand as well. For sure.
Yeah, they're great. Like, I think I took one in the airport the other day when our flights were delayed, and I was like, okay, hold on. Give me a second.
For sure.
Yeah. The next one is Grow. This is GRW Grow. This is our immune support product, and it actually won #1 immune product of the year in 2020, which I don't know about you, but that was a great year to win immune product of the year out of 423 other products. This is a daily no-brainer in my household. We take it every morning, especially having kids in school and they're always bringing home yucky germs or traveling or wherever. This is just a staple instead of like cold flu, over-the-counter stuff. If you're feeling a sore throat coming on, or you're just wanting to have that preventative side of your health, this is a good one. It tastes like grape, so it's really yummy. And again, they're all colored from the botanicals. So this one's grape flavored, and it just comes from the natural botanicals that are in the drop. There's no added coloring or anything like that. And then alternate, this is the other one that sometimes we pair together with Grow. This is for allergies, sinus congestion, kind of all things up here. So sinus pressure, if you're stuffy, when we have fires and it's smoky outside and you can't breathe, you pop one of these in and instantly you'll be able to breathe again. So that's alt. Then we have NRM, and this is Maintain Normal NRM. This is for blood sugar and glucose metabolism. So we have a lot of great testimonials from diabetics. In fact, we just had one shared a couple days ago where she had low blood sugar and she used to have to eat a spoonful of sugar just to get her body back up to a functioning state, and she's taking these now instead. They taste like apple cider. They're delicious. They're great for, again, either lowering your blood sugar or raising your blood sugar, again, whatever your body needs, because again, it's smart. So it helps balance that out. Whether you're high or low, it takes it into the equilibrium that your body requires. It's great for curbing those cravings as well. And we've actually had some people get off of their insulin using this drop as well. So really, really awesome drop. That's NRM. And let's see, I'm trying to think. Here are our other two sort of daily collection ones. We have Power Apricot and Power Lemon. These two are our hormone balancing drops. So the Power Apricot, it's pink, and it is for women's hormone balancing. It also targets the adrenals and the thyroid. It's great for menstrual cycle, cramps, great for menopause, hot flashes. It also helps with energy because a lot of women suffer with adrenal fatigue. And so this drop will help with that. And then it also helps with, it does help a little bit with weight management. It can, because a lot of weight issue is hormonal. So this is a great one for that as well. And then the men's Men Power Lemon. This one also targets the male hormones and prostate support. So that's great. Now, just because it says male and female, and actually it's apricot and lemon, you can take them. Like you're not prohibited from taking the other one. In fact, we have some people that do take this one for urinary support, you know, if they have a UTI or something like that. This is great for that as well. So those are our Power Apricot and Lemon. And then we have, this is kind of moving into more of like a premier collection. This is HPR, HEPAR. This is a gentle detox, liver, kidney, pancreas support. This isn't a, oh my gosh, run to the bathroom detox. This is just a, helps your body naturally get rid of what your body wants to get rid of. It tastes like peach. I will say it goes very well with a Sauvignon Blanc. And I probably don't, I think I only have one more left in there. sometimes we joke that it's the hangover drop. Not that we're promoting that or anything, but there are a lot of people who will take this one only after a night of drinking. I happen to take it regularly because I want to make sure that my liver and my kidney and my pancreas is functioning properly. So that's HPR. Then we have MLS. This is a big power one. Multi-spectrum is what it is, what it stands for, but it really is gut health. And gut health is everything. Our gut is our second brain. 80% of our mood receptors are in our gut. So if we have an unhappy gut, we probably have an unhappy mood. Again, a lot of inflammation and disease starts in the gut. So if we can target a healthy gut, our whole body will be happier. This one tastes like orange, and it's great to take. Also, if you have like food allergies. So I'm lactose intolerant, and I can take this. And we were just traveling. And of course, what happens with traveling, you kind of eat maybe not as well, or let's go out to ice cream. And I was able to have like real handmade full fat cream ice cream, I'm sure, and took a couple MLS and didn't have a problem. So this one is really great for all of the digestive health stuff. And then for sort of upper digestive health, we have ice. And this is like heartburn, bloating, gas, cramps, maybe like you had too many tacos, or you just had one extra serving of that delicious Thanksgiving turkey and you ate too much. This is a great one. This one is one of the ones that works fast. I mentioned before that sometimes you can't tell if something's working, even though we know they are, because they're absorbed immediately through your bloodstream. But this one, you can tell it will start working noticeably before you're even done enjoying this lozenge. And this one tastes like mint. You were going to say something, Karen.
Yeah, I love ice. I tried a few of them, and there's times when maybe I'm under a little bit more stress in general, and I'll experience heartburn. Like, not really tied to the food I'm eating. I'm just stressed because of whatever, life. And I would always just take Tums because, what do you do? So I have like Tums in the car, I have Tums in the bathroom just in case, because the worst thing that I ever feel like I have to deal with is any sort of heartburn, because it's just the worst. So taking this and feeling like that immediate effect and that immediate relief was really eye-opening, and was also just really comforting in a lot of ways, because I don't know what's in Tums.
Right,
I should know. I probably should know, but I don't know. And
Yeah.
I've just always taken it because I grew up on them. So it was really nice to see it work, like a product like this do that and have all the benefits that it has, for sure.
Yeah. And there's nothing in here that you can't pronounce. There's no ingredients that you can't look up and see what they are. There's no chemicals in here. So Tums versus ice, I'm choosing the ice every time.
For sure.
Yeah. And then heart, HRT. This is our cardiovascular support drop. So this helps all things heart. It's great for blood pressure, great for just overall heart health. This one tastes like raspberry. And again, you just, they come in boxes of 30. And then this one's kind of this like pinky raspberry color. So you just pop it out and enjoy it. And let's see, I think that all of those ones. I'm going through my little box. So then in our elite collection, we have Brain. This is Brainy, and this is for focus, concentration, cognitive support. One thing that I want to share is these two drops together, Brain and Relax. I don't know if you can see that with my fancy background. There you go. So we have some people who have children who are on the spectrum, ADHD, ADD. We have people who have Parkinson's, dementia. They're taking this drop and they're finding phenomenal results. Again, I'm not making medical claims. These are just personal experiences and testimonials, and we have tons of them, thousands of them. But this drop just helps with all things cognitive and neurological. So I have one gal in particular, her grandson is 4, I believe, 3, maybe just turned 4, nonverbal, has been taking RLX, BRN, and the MLS for the gut health one every day for almost a year now, maybe even a little over a year, and he is starting to speak now. It's incredible. It just brings tears to my eyes whenever she tells that story. We have people who have dementia who are starting to come back into themselves being on this drop. Not to say that it's just for those people. It's also, you know, if you have a late night Zoom and you're tired and you need to focus and concentrate, or Karen, if you need to record another coaching session, you can pop a brain.
Pop a brain.
Pop a brain.
Matches my hair. It works.
It does. It matches. It's like your signature drop, right? It won't keep you up at night either. It does taste like coffee. This one does have some coffee in it, and it does have a little bit of caffeine, but it's, again, because it's the nanoparticle of the DNA of the plant, it's so undetectable. It's the combination of the botanicals that is actually working to help give you that focus and concentration without keeping you up all night. And then, of course, you can't have brains without the beauty. Turn that one upside down, or right side up. So this is for hair, skin, nails, ladies, collagen support. Collagen is really important, not just for anti-wrinkles, but it's also really important for joint support. I have arthritis in my knees and my hips and pretty much everywhere. And I know that collagen is a big part of what helps keep your bones and your joints lubricated. And so this drop here helps your body trigger that natural production of collagen. So you don't have to get shots. You don't have to drink a collagen drink. We say that it's Botox without the needles. And it also helps with your hair and your skin and your nails growth. So this is a great one. This one tastes like strawberry. It's delicious. Then we have one of our newer drops. This is Happy, HPY. This is a hemp seed-based drop, so it doesn't have any THC. And so pretty much anything that you might take a CBD product for, you could take this for pain, for sleep, for depression, anxiety, for addiction even. We've had some great testimonials of people getting off of addiction using this drop instead. And it tastes like green tea. There's no, because there's no THC and because it's the DNA of the hemp seed, it's not going to read on any tests or anything like that. Safe for kids. Again, all of our drops are safe for kids as well. So that's Happy. And then I have Air here. This is one of our newer ones too. This is Air. This is an antiviral, and it also has added vitamin C, vitamin D3, and zinc. So it's super, super powerful. In Europe, they call this the COVID drop. I can't say that here in the United States, but I can tell you that in Europe, that's what they call it. And it is a great one also if you're feeling like you're coming down with something. These two together, the Grow and the Air, just knocked an ear infection out of me. I woke up last Thursday with an ear infection. I don't do antibiotics. I don't do steroids. I did purely drops and it's gone. So this is a super, super powerful one. So those are the 17 drops that we currently have. And then I'm really excited to talk about the 18th one. But Karen, do you have anything else to add before I share about the 18th drop?
No, I know all of the packages come with 30 drops each, just a good thing to know. There's no like different sizes or anything like that. And, you know, really, I think, you know, sometimes it's just a really good idea, like to, you know, explore, you know, try one that really appeals to you, start there, and then, you know, see how it goes for you, and then try another one and, you know, and go from there. I don't think anyone needs to like dial down and buy like 10 things all at one time per se to like kind of explore, you know, just try one that you're like, you know what, that's really like my top goal. It's like, I would love immune support. I would love gut support, whatever it is, right? Start there is always my recommendation. It's just like with exercise. Start small,
Start small.
start slow.
Mm-hmm.
And you can always build up. And something that you have hinted at is that you can actually take multiple drops at the same time, little in your mouth at the same time.
Yes.
Minus like certain flavor combos though.
Right.
Like
yes. Yeah. Like I think the ice one for like heartburn, that one I always take alone because I'm just not a minty fruit kind of person.
Sure.
And then the brain one, that one tastes like coffee. So those two I generally will take alone. But all the other ones, I mean, you could have a little fruit cocktail party in your mouth and it's great. I mean, my kids are like, Mom, can I have 4 drops? I'm like, 4 is your max. You can't have 4 in your mouth. That's too much because I don't want you to choke on it. But yeah, like in the morning, every morning, I take my Power Apricot, my Grow, and my All, and I put them all in my mouth at once. And then at bedtime, I take my HPR, my Heart, and my Beauty all in my mouth at once. And they're yummy. And I get to the end of the day and I'm like, oh, I had them all. I guess I'll have to wait till tomorrow.
I just really appreciate that because it makes it even more, you don't have to worry about like, oh, I have to take this one at this time or this one at this time. Just, you can just take them and there's really no harm in taking them together or any of that.
Yeah. Right. And some of them are like a daily one, like the immune support one. That's like, take it every morning or take it every night, take it, it's not one of those things where it's like, oh, I forgot to take it. It's 4 o'clock. Now I have to wait until, 10 a.m. tomorrow. It's like, no, just take it when you remember it. It's not like on a time clock. And then there's some of them that are just as needed. Like the ice one, I don't take that every day. I take it when I need it. I carry it with me, but I can just pop it in as I need it. So it really, really is 100% convenient. Yeah. So, okay, drum roll. This last drop that I'll talk about, I don't actually have it because it's not out yet. But
it will be by the time we're launching.
Yes.
So all this talking at this moment, it's like, it actually is available. But
right. Yes, it is available.
At the time of the recording of this video, not available yet.
Right. But you can feel our anticipation, right? So this is the 18th drop is called PFT, and it stands for the perfect blend for your body. And it is a weight management drop. It kind of tastes like a Red Hot, but not a super spicy Red Hot. I have gotten to taste it. And at first it was very citrusy, like almost like a blood orange, kind of like really potent citrus. And then all of a sudden we kind of look at each other and we're like, it's getting a little spicy in here. Because there's pod pepper in there. There's a bunch of other B vitamins and D vitamins in there. I don't have the list of ingredients right off the top of my head, but you have them available for your gals to search up, or they can always ask me for more information, or I can get that to you to get to them. But it is a weight management drop. So we know that there's no such thing as a magic pill. We know that there's no such thing as like click your heels or wave your wand and poof. It takes lifestyle changes. It takes moving your body. It takes drinking your water and getting your sleep and all of that stuff. But what this drop does is it targets the visceral fat, which is the unhealthy fat that is attached to your organs. It's the hardest kind of fat to get rid of. And it's the kind of fat that it kind of, you can maybe if you have like a goal of 50 pounds and you lose that 40 pounds, it's that last little bit that you can't get off. It's the stuff that, we all have it. You can look skinny, the scale can say one number, but you could be unhealthy because of that visceral fat. So this drop PFT targets the visceral fat. In our testing group, they're over in Europe again, because we're a European company, but out of 50 people, 100% of the testers lost weight, 100%. So it's really, really powerful. We've had a couple of people here in the States, some of our other business partners, they got to test it out and they also lost some weight. The biggest thing that they noted was it cut their appetite down and it cut their cravings down. And so this too, that weight is lost not necessarily in the gym, but by what you're absorbing and what you're consuming and all of that together. So really, really excited for PFT to come out.
Yeah,
It's going to be a game
something that
changer.
something that we always say with the nutritional program that we do at Kaia is that what abs are made in the kitchen, right? Like it's the food that we put in our body, it's what we consume. And what excites me about this particular drop is the targeting of visceral fat. Because a lot of new Kaia girls who come to me, we start having conversations about their goals. Yes, there is the aesthetic fat. That's what I call it anyway.
Yeah.
It's not a medical term. It's what I call it. There's the aesthetic
I love
fat
it.
that, yeah, it's the stuff that makes us feel uncomfortable. Like it makes us feel like we need to wear extra layers at, events that we really should be able to, like, not feel like we have to hide ourselves, that kind of stuff. And that matters for sure. And we absolutely want to feel confident in our skin in all ways, but we always have to talk about more deeply internal than that. And visceral fat can lead to long-term diseases and over the long term. And I know that I've done nutritional challenges at Kaia where I've had my visceral fat measured before and after, and it would drop a level or two, which is fantastic. But as soon as I wasn't like on the mark 100%, then it starts to go back up again. It's really stubborn like that. It's
Yes, it
really
is.
unfortunate. Like it's really frustrating sometimes. Like we're all humans, even me. And visceral fat is a real thing. And when it comes to talking about lifespan versus health span, so lifespan is how long we live, but health span is how long we're healthy for. Visceral fat is a really key component of an extended health span, not being bedridden for the last 10 years of your life, whatever that might look like, or having a heart attack too young, or having a liver disease, or whatever it might be. The visceral fat is a contributing factor. And so whole-based foods, this is, again, not a magic drop like Pamela was talking about. It's not like, here's this pill like we've heard in the 90s, like, what was it, fen? Am I dating myself?
Yeah, take this pill and poof, yeah. A week later, you're perfect. No such thing.
I mean, it's nothing like that. But just like any of the supplements, whether they're in the drops or the aura or, anything you might be taking outside of this, nothing is a quick fix. Nothing is intended to, okay, well, I don't have to worry about, eating my vegetables because I'm taking these supplements, or anything like that. It really is just an aid. It really is just a support where I'm doing the right things and I need that support on top of that. So I think always keeping that in mind as well. It's not like I'm going to go on a food binge for a week and I just pop in these drops and things are just going to work out for me. Yeah.
No,
like
it's
when
not
I learned
like a
that
morning after pill, right? You can't
Correct.
cancel what you just ate.
Correct. All that counts still. Everything that I'm putting in my body still is impacting my body.
Yeah.
And I just think it's really important to keep that in mind. But it's really exciting because there is a targeting factor there. And if you're doing the right things and you're getting that added support, like, it just makes me feel like we can start moving mountains towards some of our goals. And especially when you're thinking about hormonal support, when you're thinking about gut support, when you're thinking about really just so many different things that are available in this particular line of products, and the immediate absorption and the absorption rate, it's just really powerful to think about, because everyone has different goals, but there's so many different products and so many different choices. And that's why I'm just so incredibly excited to offer this line on top of what we're already offering with the CBD and the Aura Organic, because we have fans of all the two lines already, and this I know will have fans as well. And there's no harm and like, we don't have protein powders in this line, right? Like there's going to be a place for everything. And there's those who absolutely love the pre-workout as a drink from Aura Organic. So it's all about options, and it's all about exploring what might help support you towards your goals. And that's why I feel so incredibly privileged to be able to work with Pamela and bringing this particular line to you guys, because I think it's going to really help so many of us with a whole range of different things that we like. Me and the heartburn, like, I can say goodbye to Tums. Like, that's fantastic. It's awesome. Like, I don't like Tums. It's things like that, right? So, but everyone's different. Maybe you never have heartburn ever, and it's something else that's appealing to you. And the options are just fantastic. So I'm super stoked for this new drop, which at the point of this recording isn't available yet, but will be available upon watching this video, and is on the order form, of course, that you can, of course, click on and submit an order for. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Yes.
So I think the only other thing is something else I'm excited about is that these, I mean, maybe it's just me being excited about it, but that these products can be shipped directly to our Kaia girls.
Yes.
So everything else you guys get from me, I drop them off at studios, but this line can actually be delivered to your front door, like
Mhm.
without me. Like
Mhm.
I'm not a bottleneck. I am not hustling around trying to get you your stuff. I love doing it. I'm happy to do it. But with this line, it actually gets delivered right to you, which is also really incredibly exciting as well. Maybe just for me.
Yes,
maybe,
it just takes one
maybe
less thing
it's just
off of
exciting
your
for me,
plate.
and that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, you're entitled to be excited about that because it's one less thing off your plate.
Yeah,
And we
shipping,
do
direct
ship,
shipping.
yeah, we ship worldwide. We're an international company. We're in over 65 different countries, always expanding. So when Karen places your order, just make sure that your shipping address is accurate and it'll go
Yes.
straight to your door.
Yes, please. Please make sure your shipping address is accurate. I don't want to worry about that. That's nothing we need to worry about. But
Yeah.
are there any other thoughts that you have about that you want to share, Pamela, before we sign off?
I just want to say I'm super grateful for the opportunity to be able to share these drops with your Kaya girls because it is just another option. There are so many choices out there, and this isn't going to be for everyone. I hope that people try it. I hope they just open their mind to a new way of getting supplementation and nutrition. But if you're stuck on what you're doing, more power to you. So just give it a try. They are delicious. You will be shocked to taste them because they literally do taste like a Jolly Rancher. And if you have any questions or you're just not sure which drop you want to try or would be best, please feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to just make some recommendations and suggest a couple options for you. So again, I'm just thankful and thrilled. I'm excited to be partnering with you, Karen, to introduce this to your Kaya girls.
Yay! All the awesome stuff.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, everybody, for watching, and definitely place your order, and we will see you on the flip side.
Take
Bye,
care.
guys.